Hey guys, it's Solo Jones here, this time doing a solo cast. That's right, Solo Jones doing a solo cast of my good buddy HTSamurai down here, the red Protoss, and Cody, the blue Protoss at the top. This is, yes, going to be a PvP on Lost Temple at across positions. Looks like they're being very good-mannered here. I think this is a ladder match, as the colors are red and blue, but you know, it's always nice to meet nice guys on the ladder. Of course, Samurai is always as good-natured as always. Always as good-natured as always. That was a little bit redundant. But, yeah. So I've got this overlay over here. I can now minimize the time display, but I've always liked the overlays. I feel like they sort of give a kind of a personality to the cast that people do. Really help, you know, make the channels what they are. And I hate the fact that people are now just minimizing it and not worrying about it. I think it's lazy. And I've always liked the little idea of having your own personal little signature over here in your little cast. Leave a comment for sure telling me what you guys think. Should I just minimize it? Should I leave the overlay? It's up to you guys, because, you know, I'm only here to please. Samurai is going to be putting down his gateway right here to block off this ramp. And it looks like a pylon going down here for Cody. It looks like this is really common if you're going to do like a forge fast expand build as a toss, as you will put this here and you'll sort of kind of do a little wall off here to block zealots from getting in. Then you'll place some cannons and you'll get your fast expansion down to get that economic advantage. It's like these probes are going to be passing each other at about the same time. Samurai is going to be getting in here and seeing everything that's going on. No gas yet for either player. I'm not sure when gas is standard for Protoss, as I am a Zerg, as I've made clear in my other casts, excuse me. I don't know very much of the other two races, or at least not as much as I probably should. I really should practice with them, try to get to learn them, and it'll really help me with my play. It looks like he's chrono-misting out probes going on both ends here, and this expansion is now up for Cody. Now, if Cody can hold whatever attack Samurai will be throwing at him, then he will be at a huge advantage. He'll be at an economic advantage. This is a very Zerg-like play, so I know how this works. It's like a cybernetics core and another pylon going down for Samurai, as he is supply block. Not going to be getting out a zealot soon. Really, probably should have gotten down that second pylon a bit earlier, but you know, who's to criticize? Now at 100, let's see, getting that zealot. Actually, that timing was really nice. I did not really know what I was talking about there, I guess, but you know, cybernetics core now finishing. Let's see if he starts to get warp gate out. It's very likely as soon as he has the gas, as his gas is now up. Cody, again, no gas, which is, I think, pretty common with this Forge Fast Expand build, because cannons do not cost gas. And it's really all about getting that econ up. Finally putting down his first gateway. We'll be able to defend any kind of small pushes, but getting that photon cannon up, and that's going to make this really hard to break. And I think this is a problem a lot of people have in PvP, is trying to break this Forge Fast Expand since they can't go straight through the front. Let's see how HTSamurai handles it here. His probe is being chased out by that other probe. Not a tight wall off. I don't know if wall offs are standard in PvP. I don't know. It's weird that they have these buildings by the ramp, but they have not completed this wall off. Looks like two cannons going down for Cody. He is not making this wall off with his gateways. I kind of would have liked to see that, but I guess he wants to keep his gates more secure. And I should have the production tab open. Lazy of me. Looks like warp gate is coming in for Samurai, and just nothing but cannons still going down for Cody. Cody does not even have a cybernetics core out yet. Here we go. Here it goes down, queuing up some probes, chrono-misting out probes, and as far as income goes, HTSamurai is just completely outmatched here. He needs to make something happen soon. Looks like he's going to be putting down a robotics facility, which is an interesting choice. We'll see what comes out of that. I think a warp prism would be a really good idea, as he cannot break through this this door here, but there are no pylons or anything around here. A warp prism could just come, warp in some units right here, and, you know, spell doom for this other Protoss army of Cody. But Samurai definitely needs to hit him hard and hit him quick, because he is way behind and it's only going to get worse. So what I would do is make that attack, and while attacking, expand to try to get your econ up to par with your opponent. It's like right now his forces are only one stalker and two zealots. Warp gate is finished. He is about to turn these guys into warp gates. Let's see it happen here. Yep, there we go. Going to be getting out some extra units, and a warp prism coming up. So it looks like I called that one. This is going to be good. I predict that this is going to be nice. Let's see, what's my sound volume at? Always got to make sure that I am not drowning out my own voice. Nope, I'm good. Okay. Yeah. Another gateway going down. Looks like this is going to be a 4-gate. Just a kind of an interesting one, but there is this robo down for, but I think he's only going to get a warp prism out of this, so it's just like a normal 4-gate with a proxy pylon, except you have like a mobile pylon that you can bring around, and probably bring it around right here to warp in. And he might load up his current army into it. Yep, he's going to load up 2 zealots. Nope, going to load up everything. And then he can also warp in, which makes this even more effective than normal drops, because you can actually produce units while you're doing it. So like more effective than Overlord or Terran drops. And this is basically the Protoss equivalent to a Zerg Nidus Worm. And this is going to be quite interesting to see. A Forge going down, not really sure what that's for. I guess maybe attack upgrades. Should probably expand right now. He does have the money for it, and it would be a really good idea that he is saving up for some warp-ins. Looks like Stargate going down for Cody, and more gateways, and he's going to be unloading here. And since, as far as units go, there's almost nothing out for Cody, he should be able to rip through this pretty easily. Honestly, though, he could have just, well, he couldn't have attacked the front. There's 4 cannons. That's very formidable. Looks like he's going to be taking out these production facilities. Oh, will he get the pylons on the Stargate before that Void Ray comes out? Doesn't really matter. He does have enough Stalkers to take it down, but let's see. Is the Void Ray going to come out? Let's see. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, barely cancels that. Oh my god. It's 1 second. No, wait, it's at 60 of 60. It is less than a second away from finishing. And by a second, I mean 1 little in-game second. That's crazy. That was clutch timing there to keep that Void Ray from coming out. Though it really wouldn't have been able to do much anyway. Looks like he's going to be taking out a whole bunch of probes here. Looks like income has stabilized for Samurai, but he is still a little bit behind. Needs to put these on the line because he's not fully saturated at his natural. Could use that extra income, but he doesn't have warp gate. He doesn't have any powered production facilities. It would really be good for Samurai, instead of destroying this, to come down and make sure that these production facilities do not come up. Looks like he is going to be doing that with his zealots. A sneaky expansion going up for Cody. I do not at all agree with this play. Income is not your concern right now when there are units in your frickin' base, as Day 9 would say. Looks like that Void Ray is going to finish as that pylon goes up. Not going to make too big of a difference. Is going to be able to take down some of these zealots. Let's see if he brings his stalkers around in time. Really, Samurai just outnumbers him majorly right here. And the income is even. And, you know, when the income is even, but one player has way more army units and is in the other player's base, it's pretty obvious who's ahead. So he's going to be taking out these production facilities, taking out some probes from the high ground. I'd like to see him move a couple stalkers up here maybe to range these probes. Going to be doing a transfer. Well, if you're going to throw up this base, might as well do a transfer, I guess. Or just sit your probes here at the natural. That's interesting. I'm going to try to take out the Stargate. Really needs to, well, I guess this is good what he's doing. His stalkers are kind of being useless up here. He needs to do something with them. He needs to probably, I mean, he's doing a good job of locking down these 2 mineral patches. And the thing is, if you lock down these 2 mineral patches, and there are no probes on them, then any patch with 2 probes on them will immediately transfer over to these patches and be destroyed. So basically you can lock it down so that you can only have like 8 probes on one mace if you sit there long enough. All production facilities going down for Cody. This is a good job by Samurai, making sure that no units will come out to save him. And he's just going to be able to take out these cannons, no problem. This is going to be GG. Bring this warp prism in to warp in more units. I really like this. And yeah, throwing down his expansion, that's good too. Would like to see some saturation up here, as he is kind of high on money. Doesn't matter at this point, but then again, you always got to be thinking in the long run. What if your opponent has some sort of ace of his sleeve or something? You don't want to be caught unawares. He could just focus this pylon and depower all these cannons, but he's going to do it the hard way just because he's a boss. Here we go, finally focusing on that pylon. And Cody should GG out of this. He has this secret base up here, but it's not doing much for him. He has 1 gateway and 2 warp gates that are unpowered. So not really sure what his plan is. Getting an absolute reset, even though all of his stuff is destroyed. If you look at units lost, it's just hilarious. And Blink going down for Samurai. This is a good idea, as he does have a lot of stalkers, and he'll be able to hunt down anything that's going on. But really, Cody's just being pretty BM staying in this at this point. I mean, I guess you could say he's being resilient, but there's really no way he can pull out of this, especially since this expansion is getting saturated for Samurai, and looks like a little attack force is going to be moving in. But since Samurai has so many gateways, he will just be able to warp in units and destroy this, so it really won't even be a problem. He doesn't even need to have his units back here. It's only 4 zealots. It's not really going to do much. And he does see them here. Let's see if he gets some warp in action. Yep, here we go. Warp in some zealots of his own. Though they did, Cody did get some free shots off on him, so that was not the best place to warp in the Zealots, and he is going to lose his Zealots here. But, you know, this attack force is greatly weakened, and he can just warp in more units as soon as the cooldown is over. Looks like he's going to be just kind of moving around this assimilators here. Should probably destroy that, just send one Zealot or something. And these Zealots are doing a bit of damage, but, you know, look how many Zealots he just warped in. Yeah, this is not going to work. And these Zealots are going to go down. Should probably just... And he's looking... Yep, he has found it. This base has been discovered by Samurai, and Cody's going to throw out that GG. His last-ditch effort isn't going to work. And, see, the reason Samurai wanted me to cast this game is for educational purposes, and I hope the people of Exodus, and just anyone watching this game, can take away from this an easy, creative way to get past that Forge Fast Expand. If you see that your opponent has all his cannons at the natural, defending against an actual frontal push, use that oh-so-underrated unit, the Warp Prism, and just warp into his back door. It's same with Zergs and Nidus Worms and Terrans with drops. Just as long as you can circumvent that defense at the front, you will have a huge advantage over your opponent. And Samurai taking this game in a good little exchange. Okay, guys. Again, if you're watching this and you are not part of the forums on D2D, then you should definitely go there. It's d2dgamer.com. Sign up, make an account, and just chill with us. Yep, hang out, relax. Learn some strategy, all sorts of stuff. You can apply to Exodus there as well if you want to join the clan. And also check out, as everyone knows, D2D Gamer encompasses the Exodus Gaming clan and LifeSiglitch TV. So we're all partnered up together. So definitely go to youtube.com/LifeSiglitchTV and check out all the awesome casts they have on there. They have a game I played in and a bunch of other awesome stuff. Also, I recently saw someone named Atlas SC2. He seems to be a cool guy. I don't really know him, but he made a montage of LifeSiglitch TV that you guys should check out. Got some footage of me in there, so that felt really special for me. But honestly, it's just an awesome montage, and it made me very happy. So definitely check that out. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about the overlay. Definitely for sure. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.